zoom in. So here are where the warnings are. So we do have this flash flood warning for Frederick until 2:15. I'll show you some storm reports in a minute. There's reports of, I think it's Carroll Parkway, 4 feet of water on it. And then we have aerial flood warnings in and around the Frederick area and also back along I-81 south of Winchester. So again, don't cross a flooded street by car or by foot. Just not worth it. Close in view of Frederick. Now they just have some light to moderate rain, but heavier rain now down towards Sterling. And so here's Futurecast, 1 o'clock in the morning. It weakens these storms. I'm not so sure I totally agree with this. This was really hog wild for a while, and now it is it's tempered, if you will. Has storms, yes, but they're weaker and kind of few and farther between. So here are the storm reports down here. This was hail earlier this afternoon, but up in Frederick, these are all pretty new. So we have wires down on the 100 block of West Patrick Street. That's closed. That was at 10 o'clock tonight. We have flooding, Carroll Parkway, covered by 4 feet of water. So that's still a problem. And we also have several trees and wires down around Middletown. I think we're okay. I'm going to release my director, Melissa. She's very nice. Okay. Say good night, Melissa. Good night. Okay, thank you. In the intersection of Middletown Road and Old Colebrook Lane, wires blew down on Picnic Woods. So that's right here. So we got wires down here, we got flooding here, we have trees down here. So no doubt that Frederick County has taken the brunt of it right now. So we have a yellow weather alert through noon tomorrow. Now, basically, this is all tonight, okay? Flooding, moderate risk. Power outage is low. Wet paws for the dogs, oh yeah, you bet, low. Morning commute, moderate risk. I mean, just because it's going to be wet. Nothing severe after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably nothing severe after midnight. But heavy downpours are still possible. And so we could still see, some flash flooding. So the weather alert yellow weather alert goes until noon. So, thank you, Tom. So, yellow weather alert through Thursday morning. Storms will taper to showers. It will become nice Thursday afternoon. Clouds are going to linger a little bit, south and east, and then breezy and just gorgeous on Friday. Kind of similar to what happened in the wake of Ida last week. So this is 6:30 in the morning, and it really does still have some pretty big storms along I-81. I don't know that I agree with that. Temps in the 60s, primarily 71 in D.C. But then what happens is if we go forward, notice how it weakens. So we're going to have a lot of showers in the morning, those pesky showers, temps in the 60s. So that's what we're keeping the yellow weather alert going until noon. So wet at the bus stop, probably a wet commute for most of us. By 12:30, though, everything of any significance is pretty far east. But there's still a couple of showers, and there's some clearing back toward Winchester and Martinsburg. You will see the sunshine first. By 6 o'clock, we have clearing west of I-95, although it's hanging on to these showers and storms. I guess I buy that, but I really wouldn't, plan around those. Once we get through 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, 95% of the rain and showers are gone. But that said, see, in southern Maryland, it's going to stay cloudy all day in southern Maryland. It really is. By the time we get to 10 o'clock, now it's clear everywhere, although it's still hanging on to a couple of showers here and there. Notice the blue arrows. They're out of the northwest. That's going to bring us some cooler and drier air into the metro. So give me a minute. I'm going to go and see if you guys have any questions for me. So let me go into the website here. Okay, boom, pow. Oh, good. Okay, all right. So there's a few of you on here. Good. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Okay, great. Great. All right, volume is too low. I can crank it a little bit, but I think the volume thing seems to be an individual. No one else has complained about it. The text said it was okay. What about Fairfax County? Leah wants to know. Well, if we, go back here and, show this at 2 o'clock in the morning, this shows most of the showers north of you. So that's possible. Um, but I would still, I'm not convinced it's going to miss Fairfax altogether. Okay. So I would, keep your guard up even until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You're going to get some light showers no matter what before dawn tomorrow. Nelson, what about the game weather for the game Sunday? Great. Hot. I recommend hydrating. I recommend sunscreen. High temps 88, but really a nice day for the game. Ocean City is a washout tomorrow. I'm afraid it is, Sharon. Yeah, I'm afraid it is. How does Bethesda look tomorrow evening from 5 to 10? I'll be going to a carnival at Montgomery Mall. It looks fine, except, this still has that silly shower in here. I mean, there's 5 o'clock. It's got just a couple of showers pushing through. I don't know that I buy that, but I would just say it looks fine, but isolated shower possible. Winchester, Diana, Winchester looks okay, but they're going to have some more storms in the early morning hours. But the good news is you'll see sunshine by noon. So you're going to clear out ahead of us. Okay, Leah McGraw says, I can hear you fine. Okay, good. Let me see, did I miss anybody before that? Fairfax. Yeah, I'm not in the green screen right now. Okay, good. Okay, great. All right, so I do want to just do a couple of things here. I want to go ahead and just show you a couple of other things, and let's just make sure that we're all. Well, let's see, where is it? There's that. There's that. There's that. I took these. Oh, I took these out. Okay, so let's just do these. All right, so. Aha! Severe thunderstorm watch has now been canceled. Okay. Well, that's good news. Inwood, West Virginia had a big thunderstorm a while ago. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so this is good news. That's canceled. Let's see if we're keeping up with this. That's still going on. Okay, so I've got to just do a couple things here. Let me just put up a radar for you guys. And I'll keep your questions coming. Well, that is indeed good news here. Yeah. So we're going to just probably go ahead. So we're still looking at some heavy storms. I'm not convinced that, we're totally in the clear, but it's looking a little better here. I mean, they haven't canceled the flood watch yet. We'll see if that happens or not. I don't see anything that they're going to do that just yet. So we're going to keep this up here. It goes till 2 o'clock. I think with the flooding ongoing in Frederick County, they're probably going to let that go. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Keep your questions rolling in. I'm just doing a couple things here. Let's see here. Lyndonville. Karen, forgive me. I'm not sure where Lyndonville is. I should know. Big rain in Durwood, 11:45. Yeah, Carolyn, I saw that. Prince William County. I think you're going to get some showers and storms, but I think a lot of it's going to miss. I don't know what part of Prince William County you're in. A lot of it's going to miss the southern part of Prince William County, I think. Okay. Okay, I think we can take this out now. Perfect. Okay, good. Gonna get rid of this. Gonna put this up here. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Okay, boom, pow. All right, so what else we have here? Prince William County. I think you can sleep tonight, Stephen. I think. I mean, these are going to still, move through here. Let me just go back to the computer. I was updating the website. So, all right, so this is good. That's done. Let's go back to radar for a minute. These are still a pretty good line of storms, okay? I mean, they're hefty. They are weakening a little bit. It seems like they're favoring Howard County and the Baltimore area, but that's still a pretty heavy storm right there. And these are weakening a little bit out toward Leesburg. I will say that. So there's your flood warning, flash flood warning until 2:15 for Frederick County. That's why my hunch is they'll probably keep the flash flood watch. That would make some sense. Pretty good rains here. We can query this, and like just south of Germantown, we got rainfall rates almost 2 inches per hour. Okay, so right here we have a rainfall rate of 1.91 inches per hour. That's fairly impressive. We'll go over here, out 50 Prince. Well, we'll go first out here. So just north of Warrenton, we'll query this. This looks like it's about 1.5 inches per hour. Well, 1.912. So right there's Marshall. There's I-66. So right here, just to the northeast of Washington, and we've got, boom, 1.91 inches of rain per hour. That's per hour. So, these are still heavy. They still, Lester, is the front moving slower now? Well, yes, it is moving slower, because I thought yesterday we'd be at it, we'd be done with everything by 6 a.m., and I've cut that back by 6 hours. Is it moving a little slower in terms of getting to us in the first place? Yeah, I mean, a little bit, but not too much. The problem is the whole system is, the storms are moving northeast, and the whole system is very slowly moving east and south. So that's one reason it's taking so long. Is Gainesville having some? Okay, Gainesville, that's where you are. Okay, Gainesville. Well, let's just see. So if Manassas. So right now, there's nothing even in northern Prince William County. But but I think I think I-66 is going to be a pretty good dividing line with heaviest activity north of I-66. So, I can't promise you nothing heavy in Gainesville tonight. Nokesville, probably not anything too crazy heavy. Catlett, you're kind of on the border. Heavy activity should stay just to your north. But remember, everybody gets showers by dawn. Boom, whoopsie, boom, pow, boom, pow. Okay, so this is pretty good. So we have the flood watch, and we still have this line of storms, which is fairly impressive. I mean, that's, I will say some of the models were a little robust, and I did show that model tonight that does tend to go a bit hog wild, and that's just kind of its thing, and you kind of just have to know that. But notice the storms go all the way back to almost to Harrisonburg, okay? So these have to roll through. They're going to propagate and roll through. So, yeah, I'm feeling better about no severe weather, but I'm still kind of worried about heavy downpours and still maybe some flash flooding. And you still have that flash flood warning up into Frederick County. Inside this little blue circle here, polygonal warning goes till 2:15. Aerial flood warnings around that. But we know there's reports of 4 feet of water on Carroll Parkway. So let's see here. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. All right, so here's the future cast, and this is at 1 a.m. pretty light. 2 a.m. pretty light. 3 a.m. pretty light, and then by the time the showers go through, it'll be light. So basically, if you folks don't get anything heavy by 2 o'clock in the morning, you're okay. You're going to have showers, so you still need to take an umbrella for the kids at the bus stop. But I think you're in pretty good shape in terms of severe weather. I just want to show this one more time, then I'll let everybody go to bed here. I'm going to zoom out. It's a pretty intense line here. And at one time, let's see what's going on. They got severe thunderstorm warnings up in Bucks County in Pennsylvania. They got a flash flood warning up there as well. There was a tornado warning earlier up around Philadelphia. So this is a pretty intense line of showers headed into the Hudson River Valley, down eastern PA now, essentially almost to 95 and along I-66. So I think we're okay, everybody. When's the lightning going to supposed up in Leesburg? You got to wait a little bit longer. You know, these storms still have some lightning in them, and so it'll probably be thundering and lightning another hour or two in Leesburg. And that includes Germantown. And this is a pretty good storm. Hang on a second. What's going on in Germantown here? Let's just zoom in here. Okay, that's pretty good rainfall. Let's query this in Rockville. 2 inches per hour. So right there is 2 inches per hour. And right there is Darnestown Road, Hunting Hill, on the west side of 270, around 28. Interesting. Yep, at 238. I don't see any hail contaminating that. That certainly is. So right in this area, right around 28 in Darnestown Road, 238 inches per hour. So that's why I think our main threat now is flooding until about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So, all right. So that should, Suzanne, you welcome. Appreciate everybody. Patrick, you welcome. Thanks for joining in tonight. Didn't want to keep you guys too long, but I thought it was worth doing just because we had the severe thunderstorm watch for a while, and there was a chance of some rotation. So good news. We'll dry out tomorrow, except for you folks in Southern Maryland, and a fantastic Friday, fantastic Saturday, and really a fantastic Sunday for our home and season opener. Although it will be on the toasty side. So, all right, everyone, have a good night. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. And, of course, Mary will be in here tomorrow at 4:25. All right, thanks, everybody.